Welcome, everybody. During this session, in the next few minutes, I am going to share with you some best practices and talk about real-time data and architectures for real-time data. My name is, speaking in Portuguese, Viviane Ribeiro, but you can say Vivian, it's easier for you. And you can find me on the social networks by using Vivian_Sico, or you can send me some email after the session if you have any feedback or questions about. So, a quick show of hands, who here is already transforming business and impacting lives using real-time data? Who is already working with real-time data? Few ones? Great. And who wants to start working with real-time data, but don't have idea which kind of solutions or technology should use, because there are so many that we are a little bit confusing about? Yeah, okay. So don't be afraid. We are together. And we are going the next few minutes. I hope that I can clarify a little bit more about all the solutions and technologies that we have available in Azure. So real-time data analysis brings a lot of innovation and allows us to bring a lot of different ways to connect with our partners and customers. And because of that, the big players like Microsoft, they are investing a lot in new tools and technologies to help us to achieve that. But during real-time process, we have some big challenges here that we need to figure out. So the first of all, imagine that you have a lot of data being produced from different data producers, and you have different data consumers consuming that data. And you need to ingest, process, and store messages in real time, and considering working with high volumes. So which kind of solutions and technologies can help us to achieve that? The other point is that you need to act on data quickly, because imagine that you are looking for a fraud transaction and you identify that that data is a fraud transaction. You need to take some action on it. You need to generate some kind of alert or send that data to a Power BI dashboard in real time. There is another point that you should realize, because this will make difference in your technologies that you are going to choose. It's regarding the data producers. So I am collecting the data from IoT devices or from web applications or from logs. Which kind of IoT device is generating and producing that data? Another point that you need to take care when we are talking about real-time data, it's about simplicity, scalability, and reliability. So how do we prepare to scale, adjust for data rates when needed, and prevent data loss? I am not able to lose any kind of important message during this process, right? So I need to ensure that I will not lose any kind of data. And about security, so how may I work and bring this data encrypted, and just authorized clients will have access to that data? So I need to think in all these 5 points to work with real-time data. And talking a little bit more about the architecture, so imagine that we have this picture that it's not so beautiful, but it works to understand the architecture. So we have some data sources that they are producing the data, and we have the ingestion phase. In the ingestion phase, I need to have some message services to help me to process all these messages, to receive all these messages. And so I have some kind of services here, like Event Hub, IoT Hub, and Kafka. These are the services that can help us to process all this data and bring to our environment. On the second phase, I have the stream processing phase. And so here, I will use some stream analytics tools, like Stream Analytics that you can use in Azure or Storm. And there is other ones that I will speak with you later in a few minutes. And during the stream processing phase is in that moment that I will decide what I am going to do with that data. If I should store that data for batching processing and later analysis, or if I should get that data and send to a Power BI reporting tool, for example. A quick show of hands, who is already working with Azure Event Hub? Is there anyone here know about it? Okay. Kafka. Okay. Azure IoT Hub. Okay, awesome. So for who is not familiar with any one of these tools, a very quick overview for you. So Azure Event Hub is a message queuing solution for ingestion millions of events messages per second. Kafka is an open source message queuing and stream processing solution that can scale to handle millions of messages per second from multiple message producers and route them to multiple producers and consumers. Kafka is a software, and an open source software, and Event Hub is a managed service in Azure, like Blob Store, for example. So Azure Event Hub, you can initialize it with very few configuration, with very few clicks. Kafka, on the other hand, you need a cluster to operate it. So you have some additional administrative overhead because you need to implement a cluster, you need to keep that cluster, and you need to support the cluster. Azure IoT Hub, on the other hand, it was specifically developed to work with IoT device, to receive data from IoT device. So it provides a bidirectional communication between internet-connected device and a scalable message queue that can handle millions of simultaneously connected devices. So, but the main question is, and it remains, which kind of solution should I use? And which kind of points I should consider to take my decision, to make my decision? So here it's, let's focus just on the main difference between these three technologies. Basically, IoT Hub, even if you are in the beginning, starting using and collecting data from IoT device, you should consider use IoT Hub, because IoT Hub was specifically developed for that and bring us more security on the process with devices. Event Hub, it's a managed service and support protocols like AMQP and HTTPS, that this can make the difference for you. AMQP, it's a protocol that supports asynchronous communication, and so if you need asynchronous communication, you should consider it. Kafka, you can instantiate and initialize using HT-Insights, that it's a cluster. And there are three main questions that you can ask yourself when you are taking your decision. The first one is, do you need two-way communication between your IoT devices and Azure? If so, you should choose IoT Hub. Do you need to manage access for individual devices and be able to revoke access to a specific device? If yes, IoT Hub. Choosing between Event Hub or Kafka, at the end of the day, you need to ask yourself, what degree of control do I need? So if you need a more customizable environment, if you need more customizations, you should opt for Kafka, because you have more options to configure it. And we have a demo session here, the best part. Let me show you a little bit of this working, I hope so. So here I have an application, and this application is sending data to a Power BI reports tool. But basically, let me bring here. And the application is, let's close it. here. So imagine that you have a company, you have a business, and you need to know what's happening and what your customers are speaking about your business, about your company. And you want to know if all these messages that are arriving, they are positive or they are negative about your business. So imagine that I have this application. I can consider that this application is a data producer, and it's getting data from Twitter and send that in real time to my Power BI dashboard here. So I am collecting a lot of data in real time and send to it. And let me show you, of course, that I could go here and go click on it and so check all the data and take my decisions, make my decisions, but what I really want to do is show you the back end of this. How may I provide all this information in real time? And this is the good point. So here, what are the services that I am using here? I am using Stream Analytics. So Stream Analytics allows you to work on the data. So I have an Event Hub here, instantiated. And in my EAD stream, that it's my Stream Analytics, I am getting all the data from the Event Hub. And here I have a transaction, a select statement. So if you are familiar with SQL, it's very easy to understand. Here I can aggregate data, I can merge data from different sources, and I can filter the data that I really want to take some action on it. And note that I am receiving the data from Event Hub, and I am sending that data to the Power BI tool. And there is another demo, just moving on here. With Databricks, who is already using Databricks here? Is there anyone using? Okay, awesome. Let me just adjust here. Yeah. So here I have two scripts in Databricks. I have a cluster already initialized here. And what I'm doing here, I am connecting to my Event Hub. Note that I am sending the message. Oh, it will not work. OK. So here I am connecting to the Event Hub. And during this script, I am connecting to the Twitter. And what I am going to do, I am going to run this script so I can capture all the tweets at the same time. But I am using here a different solution, you know. I can process all the tweets that are using MS Ignite and #Azure. So if you tweet right now using MS Ignite, I can capture your tweet here. Imagine that you are the owner of this big event, and you want to know what is the experience of your attendees, if they are happy, if they are liking of your event, or no. And if no, if you are facing some kind of problem, you need to take some actions on it. And here I have another script that I can usually run it. This script, basically, I am connecting in real time in the Azure Event Hub, and I am getting all the data. In the other script, I was sending the data. In this script, I am just reading all the data. But if you take a look here, it's not so nice, you know. It's in a binary format, because usually Event Hub and Kafka, they store the message in a binary format. So what I can do here, I am just stop this and run the other SQL statement. I want to bring this in a more structured way. And so I have so small here to read the text. OK, awesome. So here I have another. Let me try more on time. No, it's not working. OK. So let's keep moving. So if you take a look here, I have a script that I am bringing this data in a more structured way. And so now really I am able, I don't know if you are seeing here right now, but I am able to read the tweets that are being generated. And what I want to do here, that's okay, I am receiving the data, I am seeing the tweets, but I want to do a little bit more. I want to use sentiment analysis to analyze the sentiment of each one of the tweets in real time. And so let me just cancel here, and I can run this other statement here. And now I can see what I really want. With this script, I am able to read all the messages coming from tweet and analyze the sentiment score. So if the sentiment score is close to 1, that means that it's positive, it's nice, the attendee it's facing a very good experience. But if it's close to 0, that means that I need to take some actions and in real time. And let me just go back to the slides and I can explain a little bit more about the architecture. So what we use here, basically, we have applications generating data. We have an event hub queuing message started in reading all these messages. And all these messages is being received, produced, and stored. And later, we pass through the Stream Analytics tool. And in Stream Analytics tool, we are going to send that data to a Power BI or to store the data for later analysis. So in case we are using IoT devices and gateways, we can use IoT Hub to receive that data. This is another architecture that we could use too, and it works for real-time data. It's about, here I am using Kafka with HD Insight. So I am receiving data from IoT devices and from other sources. I am receiving that data, and I am sending that data to Azure Databricks. So on Azure Databricks, we can aggregate, we can filter, we can sort and distribute the data, analyze the data, and distribute to other technologies like SQL Data Warehouse, the analysis services, and Cosmos DB. There are a lot of different streaming solutions. So here, there are a lot of beautiful words, like Azure Stream Analytics, HD Insight with Spark Streaming, and a lot more. What you should do here right now, you need to take this link, because there is a lot of information. Here we have just 10 minutes. I am not able to talk in every kind of detail about each one of the solutions and technologies. But in this link, like here, I produced a lot of content to you guys, so you can take a look on that after the session and even get all the difference between each one of the solutions. But when you are taking your decision about which stream solutions you should use, you need to get focused on some main difference about programmability support. So there are some solutions that support Scala, Python, and other ones, PHP, for example. And there are a huge difference regarding the pricing model. There are some technologies that you are going to pay by streaming units, and there are others that per cluster hour, and this can make a huge difference on your investments, right? Lambda architecture, who already heard something about Lambda architecture? Okay, so real-time analysis starts from Lambda architecture. And basically, when we are working with real-time analytics, we imagine that all new data that we are receiving, it can be processed for 2 layers, different layers. There is one batch layer and serving layer that will be more to answer questions like, I want to understand the tweets generated in the last few days. And in this speed layer, we are going to analyze the data. For example, I want to analyze the tweets generated by the last few seconds. So we have some difference between these 2 layers. In this speed layer, I am working more with real-time data analysis. And of course, that I can merge all this data and take a look on all with, in the past few days and in the past few seconds. And there is another architecture that you should consider in your environment. It is regarding Cosmos DB. Who is already working with Cosmos DB? Awesome. So Cosmos DB and Apache Spark can allows you to work with batching processing and real-time data. So in Cosmos DB, you have the change feed feature that you can enable to achieve that. And you should integrate your environment of Cosmos DB with Apache Spark. So guys, thank you so much for coming and joining during this session. Take this link. Feel free to contact me in my social networks if you have any questions or feedback about it. And take a look on that link. Another point that I want to close with you is that we have so many technologies, and real-time data analysis really can make the difference in your business. You can provoke the digital transformation that the business and the companies needs. But we lack professionals that know how to work with all these different things. So you can make the difference, and please make the difference. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great event.